Greetings, Fleshy Mammals, and welcome back to another Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker build video. Man, it has been 6 months, half a year since my last build video, and well, it was a Jinchuriki build. And coincidentally, we are doing another Jinchuriki build. Once again, it is going to be attack type, but since Naruto has been released, we have more moves to pull from as far as the Jinchuriki stuff goes, so it's not just Killer Bee stuff this time around. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go! I'll erase you here. Alright, so starting things off with something pretty simple, we have the weapon. Now, the weapon is completely up to you, as it is player preference, and what combos you actually like. However, I decided to go with the Ninja Knuckle Knives. Now, the Ninja Knuckle Knives, in my opinion, are one of the best weapons in Shinobi Striker. I just feel like the combos for them flow very, very well into pretty much every attack type jutsu. And on top of that, the lunge on them is very, very good, so the air combos are very, very prominent on the Ninja Knuckle Knives. Pretty much the only reason why I picked it. I just really, really like it, and I'm very used to the Ninja Knuckle Knives. However, you can also go with the claws, or the boxing gloves, or pretty much whatever, honestly. You can go with whatever weapon, but like I said, it's up to player preference, and I decided to go with the Ninja Knuckle Knives for this build. Alright, next up we have the Ninja Tools. Now, this one's actually pretty important, and that is the Paralysis Seal Kunai. I decided to go with the Paralysis Seal Kunai because it is extremely, extremely good at resetting combos and being able to allow the player to deal massive damage pretty much every combo. So once you have it ready, you can do your basic combo. You can also lead it up into the Octopus Hug and stun after the Octopus Hug to reset after the Octopus Hug. But just in general, this is just a very, very good ninja tool in my opinion. It's very good at catching people after you rebound, or catching someone after they sub. It's just overall a very, very good ninja tool for resetting combos and catching people off guard. Especially if they're running away and trying to like dash away or something like that. You can just throw it at them, catch them, start comboing them. It's just overall very, very good in my opinion. So yeah, that's why I went with the Paralysis Seal Kunai. It's just very, very good for getting really high damage outputs overall. So yeah. Now for the top skill, I decided to keep it a little bit simple here. I went with Power in Spades. Now essentially what this does is basically it increases your ninjutsu damage. Now, with this particular build, we're going to be wanting to do a ton of damage, especially since we are using jutsus that are practically unblockable. So we're doing tons and tons of damage, and we're sealing away substitutions and all that, and we're catching people with the Paralysis Seal. So overall, we're going to be wanting to do a ton of damage. Moving on to the bottom skill, again, I went with something simple here. I went with Ready and Resolute, and basically what this does is it reduces the ninjutsu damage you take, and that's overall a very good thing because jutsus are being thrown around willy-nilly all over the place in this game, so decreasing the amount of damage that you take from ninjutsu is just overall a good thing. And finally, for the accessory skill. Now, the accessory skill is completely up to you because it depends on your playstyle. But I went with Battle Hardened, and basically what Battle Hardened does is basically it instantly refills a set amount of health after you defeat an enemy, so the more kills you get, the more health you get back. Honestly, self-explanatory, that's pretty much it. These are all pretty good skills overall, and I feel like they're all very useful, especially in the game's current meta. So yeah, moving on to the ninjutsu. So for the first ninjutsu, I decided to go with Kurama Twin Impact. Now, you could also go with the Rasen Rampage, but I feel like Kurama Twin Impact is just overall the better move. Both Rasen Rampage and Twin Impact have the same cooldown at 18 seconds. However, Twin Impact actually takes away your opponent's ability to sub if they're in the blast radius, and it breaks guards, so it's basically an unblockable move, and it has a radius that just zaps away your opponent's ability to sub, so you can use this in base battle on a group of people, and everyone caught in the blast is no longer able to use a substitution. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long this lasts for, but I've been hit by this, and sometimes it lasts up to like 10 seconds. I'm not too sure if that's with some status element duration increased or not, but yeah, it lasts quite a while, and it's unblockable, so yeah, it's a super strong attack. Also, it does a pretty good amount of damage, like up front, so overall, very good move in my opinion. And it's only an 18-second cooldown, so since it breaks guards, it takes away your opponent's ability to sub, and it does pretty good damage. Yeah, that's a win-win, guys. That's a pretty damn good attack in my opinion. Alright, so for the second ninjutsu, this is where things get a little bit nutty. I decided to go with Octopus Hug. Now, Octopus Hug on its own doesn't do a ton of damage. However, it is unblockable. You can't block this attack, and as soon as you get hit by it, you can't sub it. You cannot sub when you get hit by it. And if you combine it with Twin Impact, you are doing a ton of damage and sealing away your opponent's ninjutsu on top of that. Overall, it's a very good attack, and you can even cheese with it a little bit if your opponent is near the bottom of a pit. You can grab them with it, and they'll fall all the way to the bottom and won't be able to recover, and you get a kill that way. Pretty easy, pretty cheeky, but overall, it's a pretty good move, especially when comboed with other moves. I believe you can actually do a combo where you do your basic square attack, you hit them with Octopus Hug, and then after Octopus Hug, you hit them with the Paralysis Seal Kunai, and then when they're stunned with the Kunai, you actually hit them with more combos, and then you hit them with the Twin Impact, which takes away the substitution, and you can kind of just do that on repeat if you're fast enough or if the charge time allows you to. But yeah, you can get some pretty nutty combos just doing this over and over. It's a very strong move in my opinion, and very worthwhile. I do not have any other recommendations for the second ninjutsu. This just works extremely well, especially considering that this is a Jinchuriki build, and yeah, it's fucking strong. Okay, moving on. So for the substitution, what else would it be? I decided to go with the Shadow Clone Jutsu just because it's overall, probably in my opinion, the best substitution jutsu in the entire game. It's not 30 seconds, but it is 25 seconds. It does stop your opponent from locking onto you. However, if you do want something faster, you can go with the standard log substitution, or you can go with pretty much any of the other substitutions. This one, again, is up to player choice. It doesn't really matter which one of these you go with. However, I do recommend using Shadow Clone Jutsu just because it is 25 seconds and not 30. You don't want to wait an extra 5 seconds when you're in dire need, okay? Trust me, you really don't. Finally, for the ultimate attack, I decided to go with the Kurama Link mode. Now, what this jutsu does is, well, on activation, you get all of your health back. It increases your physical abilities, at least that's what the details says. The description says that. I don't really know what that entails. I think that means your attack power, your defense, and all that stuff. I think that's what's increased. It also refreshes your ninjutsu cooldown, and it reduces your team's cooldown as well. And you also have a second input called False Fox Blast, which basically you create a big Kurama head and you make a blast come out and you kill people. Overall, very good. However, if you do not want to use Kurama Link mode, you can also go with the 8 Tails Chakra mode, which is also really good. It also increases your max health, ninjutsu attack power, your defense. Activating it brings all of your health back up, and you also have a second input, which is basically like a little orb thing, tail swing, I don't know what it is, but yeah, 8 Tails Chakra mode, you can also use that. But I do recommend the Kurama Link mode because it is better, but the 8 Tails Chakra mode does last longer. That's the main difference between the two. Kurama Link mode does not last as long as 8 Tails Chakra mode, but Kurama Link mode is, in my opinion, the better move. So, yeah, you guys got 2 options for the ultimate attack. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, remember to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. It's been casual.